Hope everybody's doing amazing. Welcome to Facebook Palooza. For the next 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to be talking to you about why you're not making money on Facebook and other social media applications. Because to be honest with you guys, what works on one, for the most part, once you understand the methodology behind social media, you'll be able to be successful on multiple social media platforms. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Danielle Patterson Whittingham, former JP Morgan Chase Vice President, Master Life and Master Business Coach. I have a super special free gift for you guys. Hey, Cece, I'll be texting you, girl. I'll be calling you, girl. You don't be answering. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Jules. Hey, Deandra. Hey, Panita. I have a super amazing free gift for you guys. Thank you, Alana. I appreciate you. Hey, DeAndrea. Hey, Danielle, my superhero. Hey, guys. Hey, Defining My Diva. Hey, Liz. Hey, Priscilla. Good afternoon. Happy birthday, Tiffany Shepard. Hey, Patrina. Hey, Nisha. Hey, Pamela Davis. Everyone's. If you have not already invited followers, make sure you do. Hey, Defining Diva. Hey, guys. So I have a super free gift for you. If you're on my list, you already got it. It is 19 fatal flaws that you are making on Facebook and other social media applications. If you're on my list, you don't have to get it again. Hey, Stacy, I miss you, boo. Hey, Shanita. If you're on my list already, it went out to you an email about 45 minutes ago. So check your spam, check your stuff, check it out. But if you're not on my list, go to bit.ly/fatalflaws18. And for now, for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be talking about those flaws as well as other flaws that are keeping you from generating revenue on social media. Is that going to help anybody? Because this is Mo Money March. Somebody put in hashtag Mo Money. And for the month of March, me and my team, we sat down and we said, what's going to help you make more money in the month of March? Look at Darius talking about yes, knowing he don't need no help on Facebook. Get on my broadcast, Darius Cooks. You don't need this help, boy. Make more money on Facebook. Darius is the only person to make more money on Facebook than Mark Zuckerberg. Get off here, boy. Playing with these people's time. Going on now, Darius. Going on now. So will this help the rest of you? Hashtag more money. So we're going to talk about what it is that you're doing that is keeping you from generating more revenue. And at the end, you may say to yourself, hey, coach, I need more help. And there's going to be opportunities for you to invest and get more help along the way. But you're going to have to make a decision that you're tired of inconsistent revenue on social media. Is anybody tired? Can I see some hands raised? Yeah, Darius make more money on Facebook than Mark Zuckerberg. Don't play with him, Liz. You're just trying to be his friend, Liz. You're just trying to be his friend, Liz. Don't play with him. Is this going to help anybody? I need to see some hand raised. Thank you, Deandra, for sharing. Thank you, Teresa, for sharing. Patrina said, so tired. The glam artist said, your tips have helped me very much. So once you know that the tips help you, you got to say to yourself, okay, I'm going to get more than just a couple of tips, and I'm going to invest and really take my business to the next level. So if you know, girl, don't tell him his video was hilarious, Tiffany. He knows it. He is very deliberate about what he puts out there. So yes, this is Mo Money March, and this is your opportunity. Let me see. Let me get my screen right. This is your opportunity to generate more revenue. Thank you so much, Defining My Diva. So with that being said, let's get to number one. And I think that not only is this number one today, but I think that this is number one, period, across the board. Can anybody guess what it is? I'm going to see how good you guys are. Can anybody guess what is the number one reason? The number one reason that you are not generating the level of revenue that you should, would, could on social media. Can anybody guess what it is? It's not even consistency. It's not even going live. It's not even procrastination. Check your junk, check your spam, Deandra. It's not consistency. It's not fear. It's not content. It's not. I'm going to see if Darius agrees with me. It's not. It's not lack of community and it's not time. Those are all great factors. Don't get me wrong. But I feel that the number one, and that's kind of it, Pamela, the number one reason that you're not generating consistent revenue is that you don't have a strategy. You don't have a plan. Darius, let me know if I nailed that one or not. You don't have a strategy. You're on social media, but you are just on it. You don't have a plan. And that is, you don't know when to post, where to post. That goes into your content. That goes into community. You're just aimless. You're just wandering. People don't know who you are. You don't know how to introduce yourself. You literally have absolutely positive. Now, let me tell you what you do have. You have a myriad. You have a myriad of bad advice that you've been given over the years from people who, more often than not, either bought their following or don't have one. Now, that's the ouch right there, Darius. Now, that's the true story. You have a myriad of stuff that you have taken for granted to be true, that you have learned from either people who bought their following or people that don't have a following. And you follow it like the gospel. And that's why you're not making any money. Anything that you want to do, anything, and you want to be successful, you must start with a plan. You must start with a strategy. Now, if you're super smart, you will invest. Hey, real estate tour. Jesus, they home for spring break. They're right upstairs. Just come downstairs. The housekeeper done been here, cooked breakfast, gone, cleaned the house. You still in the bed. Don't interrupt my broadcast. Just come downstairs. Jesus. Can you help the children? Anyway, back to where I was. And if you're smart, you'll invest to get a professional plan of some type. And here's another thing, guys. Stop buying books that you know you're not going to read. Stop investing in all those video programs that you're not going to watch. Be deliberate about getting the right advice so that you can create a plan that's good. Yeah, just because I work from home don't mean I don't work. I'm always working. Them the same ones I pays their rent, so they know the money is coming from somewhere. I pay your rent and your tuition. Whew. Hey, Dana. Hey, Andrea. Yeah, if you're not going to do the work, at some point, you got to say to yourself, hey, Shalonda, that what I'm doing is not working and I need to get some help. Is anybody at that point right now? I just want you to be honest. Is anybody at that point where you can say, I know that what I'm doing, because see, you got to realize there are so many people on Facebook that if you can't generate money on Facebook, don't run over to Instagram and don't run over to Snapchat. And some of y'all are on Instagram, Snapchat, Foursquare. He gone, woman, child. He gone, boo. Foursquare, LinkedIn, Facebook, Periscope. Some of y'all still even on Blab. And Blab ain't even around anymore. So you're on all of these applications. Hey, Arlene. and you're not making a dollar. At some point, doesn't that behoove you to reel in everything that you're doing and focus on one app so that you can earn some money? Some of y'all still on MySpace, Black Planet. I'm just being honest. At some point, don't you think to say, okay, I'm everywhere that these people tell me to be, and it's not working for me. So whether your choice is Instagram, whether your choice is Snapchat, whether your choice is Facebook, why don't you say, I'm going to scale back and I'm going to master one application. And at blackpeoplemeet.com, Plenty of Fish, y'all everywhere, Google, YouTube, some of y'all on Google Plus every day. Doing the most. Can you look at your neighbor and say, the most? You are absolutely positively doing the most. You're doing everything but generating revenues. And so you got to say, and I can help you with that too, Tamara. And so you got to say to yourself, at some point, I'm going to sit down and be humble. I'm going to stop doing the most all over the place and start doing the most on one platform. There are very few people that can just kill the game on multiple platforms. One of them is Darius. Darius, he kills the game on a bunch. He kills the game on YouTube. He kills the game on Periscope. He kills the game on Instagram. He kills the game on Facebook Live. He's an anomaly. Fool, don't try to be like him. Because instead of killing the game, you're going to just kill your business. That's all you're going to kill. Oh, Darius ain't going to kill nothing. Ain't going to let nothing die. But while you ripping and running all over the place, you have to do in accordance with your skills. And if you don't have the skills to even handle one platform successfully, don't try it at home. Darius needs a byline, a lower third on his videos that say, don't try this at home. True story. So number one, you don't have a plan. Number two, anybody want to know what number two is? And again, if you haven't shared the broadcast, share the broadcast. Hey, Dr. Carolyn, anybody want to know what number two is? And don't forget, go to bit.ly/fatalflaws18, where I can give you the 19 and a bonus, 20 fatal flaws you're making on social media right now. I dare you to get that list. Hey, Lady Osborne, I dare you to get that list and compare it up against your social media right now. And come back tomorrow and tell me how many of that 19 you see executed in your own business. Tiffany said no execution. No. Number two is you don't have a target. Do you know that you can go to target practice? But if you don't have a target, you won't hit anybody. And you won't hit anything. Hey, Vaughn. Tamara said, I just read the 19. It was me. You don't have a definitive target. And because you're not 100%, hey, Shorty Lulu, about who you serve, they sure don't know you serve them. Somebody say, wow. bit.ly/fatalflaws18. Because you don't know who you serve. They definitely don't know you serve them. The point in which, and I don't care if you're a couponer, if you're a cake baker, I don't care what you do. At some point, you got to define your target. You can't be doing fitness and life coaching and business coaching and this, that, and t'other. Look at your neighbor and say, not t'other. You can't be doing this, that, and t'other. You got a car wash one day. you frying chicken and eggs, and next day you got a daycare. Then the next day you got them children working in your fried chicken shack and at your car wash, and you going to jail for violation of child labor laws. I'm just saying. Doing the most and ain't making no money. See, somebody lied to y'all. See, let me tell y'all something. Before real people came into the game, it was a whole bunch of charlatans out here. And the charlatans was lying. And they were telling you a lot of stuff to confuse you because they really didn't want a whole lot of people to be successful. That's a true story. They really didn't want you to get the answer. They just wanted, right? They just wanted your money. So the first people on there, they didn't want any competition at all. So the first people on the scene taught you about multiple streams of income. And that if you really wanted to be a millionaire, you would have multiple streams of income, which is true. But Butterrum, one of my favorite ice creams, Butterrum, in order for you to have multiple streams of income that are viable, you got to have one that works. Butterrum. So if you don't have one stream that flows, how are you going to develop multiple streams? And most people only have a few trickles. You're doing all of this work. This one lady I was on the phone with, Darius, she named about 3-4 businesses. And when I asked her how much money did she generate last month, she said $119. You have 3 businesses. Your social media shows you out there participating in 3 totally unrelated. Everybody can't do it, Darius. Don't do this at home. And you're not making but $20 or $30 off each one. Let something go. If you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you share the broadcast. At some point, if you don't have one viable stream, how on earth are you going to create 2? And the red flag is the revenue. The red flag is you're doing this day after day. And a lot of you spend a lot of time on social media creating memes and figuring out what you're going to post and posting, and in all of these groups posting. You spend an inordinate amount of time on social media for you to walk away with empty hands. I would be mad. That book, The Richest Man in Babylon, he said he slept. He had a dream that he was rich. And when he woke up and his pockets was empty, he got upset. That's how I would be if I was you. True story. If I spent the level of time, some of you do spend time. Some of you are super consistent. Is that your time and your consistency added together with no plan and no target, hey, Sister Crystal, leaves you nowhere. But Liz, you're in a whole different market. Everybody can't do that. If you're just starting your business, see, here's the difference, Liz. You've been in your business for a minute. Hey, Brianna, you've been in that's what we're talking about, Rom, Kiki, whoever your name is. You've been in your business for a minute. So when your business took off, it was not due to social media. You know what, Cynthia? There are a lot of people spending a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money. Because you're boosting your Facebook posts. You're wasting money on Facebook ads. You don't know what you're doing. So every dollar you sink into social media is a bad dollar. Because you don't have a plan. You're just boosting your posts because Mark Zuckerberg put a button there that said boost your post. So you're like, oh, okay. And since it got a lot of likes, you said, oh, let me boost it again. And then it got a lot of likes. And you said, oh, let me boost it again. And it got a lot of likes. You still ain't made no money now. You still ain't made no money now. But because you got a lot of likes, you keep boosting the post. Not realizing that you can have all the likes in the world. But if those followers don't convert to finances, you have a major issue. If those followers don't convert to finances, I want to say it was Forbes did an article the other day about all these YouTubers with millions of views each month. Each month they have millions of views and $0 in the bank. And that's a sad, sad story. You have millions of people watching you every month. And you can't get $5. You can't get $1,000. You can't get $10,000. But again, if you're just doing it to do it, and you don't have a plan, at the end of the day, you're going to have empty hands and empty wallets. So number one is you don't have a plan. Number two is you don't have a target. Number three, you don't have a marketing schedule. You don't have a marketing schedule. Some of y'all don't even know what marketing is. Some of you don't even know what a marketing calendar is. Some of you don't know how to leverage current events and holidays and all of that to make relevant content. Content that people want to see. Content that people come back for. So you don't have a social media plan. You don't have a target. Hey, Deborah. You don't have a marketing schedule. And you don't have a profit plan. Hey, Carrie Randall Brown. How are you, love? Somebody say, ouch. How can you be in business with no plan to generate revenue for the things you're doing? So I'm going to spend this much time on Facebook. These are going to be my actions. This is going to be what I offer. And this is how much money I'm going to generate. If you don't have that, you're just on social media. Don't forget, guys, I sent you today. So, Arlene, I have a 10-week Facebook course starting on the 19th. And then I also have a live stream course starting on the 16th. Go to bit.ly/livestream school. You can get both of those for only $59 a week with a year commitment to Livestream Academy. So go to bit.ly/livestream school. And to be honest, all the shucking and jiving to the side, all the foolishness to one side, if you're not willing to invest $59 a week for structure around your social media, for plans and help, and you're a business, you're not really serious. And that's the true story. bit.ly/livestream school. But, before we get there comes realization. So I got a free gift for you guys. I want you to go to bit.ly/fatalflaws18. And I want you to take those 19 fatal flaws and bump it up against your business. Bump it up against your Facebook. Bump it up against your other social media profiles. And I want you to honestly say that you don't need help. After you see these 19 fatal flaws, I want you to say, oh, I don't need help. True story. So you don't have a plan. You don't have a target. You don't have a target. You don't have a marketing schedule. You don't have a profit plan. And so many of us are guilty of over and under promoting. Either promoting too much or not promoting enough. Hey, Emerald. Hey, my money mogul. Either promoting too much because we don't know how to cloak our promotions in great content. Yes, I'm on a kick today, Darius. I'm using all of my vocabulary. Because of our inability to cloak a promotion. If you don't know what cloak means, it means to describe, to disguise, to wrap around. Because the truth of the matter is, we should always be promoting, but you should not always look like it. At the point where you look like you're always, so can I tell you why there's nothing wrong with that? Because see, some of y'all are going to find fault in that. Now, you don't need to be promoting all the time. Sometimes you just need to be building relationships with people. You don't need to be promoting. Even the relationship building is part of the promotions. There's a book by Bob Berg that says people do business with who they know, like, and trust. So even your ability to engage with individuals with no immediate offer in sight. Hey, CJA, that's still a level of promotion. And again, some of you are going to find fault with that. But let me help you real quick. And if you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you share the broadcast. Hey, Rose. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Katrina. Why would you get mad at me for always promoting when you as a consumer are always being promoted to? I'm going to let that rest. I'm going to let that marinate. As a consumer, you're constantly being bombarded with opportunities that will depart you from your revenue. Is that a true story? If you agree, say, I agree, coach. As a consumer, from the time you wake up and read your morning newspaper, turn on your morning news, get in your car and drive to your job, you are constantly being assaulted by opportunities that plan to depart you from your revenue. And if you're in your business and you're not operating in with that same dogmatic approach, you're losing out. If you are in business and you think that for a moment everything you do should not be with a precursor that eventually I'm going to make some money at this, you are sadly mistaken. This is not Romper Room. This is not Gymboree. You don't run a nonprofit, and it shouldn't be a hobby. So everything you do under the umbrella of business needs to have a business connotation to it. And the only way you have a business connotation to it is if your ultimate goal is to connect with people in order to generate revenue. Hey, Joanne, how you doing, sis? Anything else, and you have a warped interpretation of business. Now, that was an ouch moment for a lot of people. If you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you share the broadcast. Because you want to... Oh, I've been here, Joanne. Joanne said, long time coach. I'll be here. I'll be seeing you. You want to play hopscotch in your business. So on Mondays, you're going to be focused on money, but you had a few dollars come in overnight. So on Tuesday, you lackluster with the promotion. On Wednesday, you get distracted. On Thursday, you forget that you made some money on Monday. On Friday, you look in your bank account, and it looks like the Scarecrow and Mrs. King. So all of a sudden, you decide you need to do something about it. I'm telling you guys, can I give you what I feel is the future? And Darius, you the master. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's right. We're not going to call people broke anymore, Shawana. We're going to call them revenue restricted. So you wonder why your account is revenue restricted. It's because of these reasons. But there's a Common commercial. If you don't know who Common is a rapper. I think he's from Chicago, ain't he? Darius, I think he's from the Midwest somewhere. But I think he's one of the original Chicago rappers. I might be wrong. But you know, I knows my lineage. And Common has a Microsoft commercial where he talks about us being at this juncture between technology and mankind, where we have access to more tools, to more knowledge, to more resources than any other time for anybody else that's ever lived on the planet. And the last thing he asked in that commercial is, what will you do with it? Half of the planet are active users on Facebook. But yet you don't feel that you need an education, because there's only two ways to learn. You can mess it up yourself enough times that you learn, or you learn from somebody else. So with access at your fingers, at your fingertip, to half the planet and very little barrier to entry. Let me tell you what barrier to entry is. Barrier to entry is, how hard is it to get started? About 10 years ago, I'm going to go ahead and say 15. 15 years ago, in order for you to publish a book, you either needed to pay what's called a vanity press, $10,000 or $15,000, or you had to convince a traditional publisher to give you a lucrative publishing contract. It took Stephen King, I want to say 8 years. 8 years to get his first publishing contract. That is a very high barrier to entry. That means it's difficult for you to get in. Nowadays, you got independent publishers and independent printers. You got things like CreateSpace on Amazon, where you can literally just go on, format, and create your own book about whatever. And even get copies sent to you for little or nothing. That is a low barrier to entry. So now, as it relates to business, back in the day, in order for you to start a business, you had to have a brick and mortar. You had to have a location. You had to have a license. You had to get some ads in the yellow pages. You had to pay a street team to go around and spread the word. You had very high barriers to entry as it related to starting a business even 15 years ago. 15 years ago, for you to start a business and to get the word out, you probably would have had to have about $50,000 just to get started. And no guarantee that you were going to continue your success beyond the $50,000. Very high barrier to entry. Nowadays, you can go down to the courthouse, get you a little piece of $16, $20 DBA doing business as. Go to GoDaddy and get you a $1.99 domain name on sale. And you could literally, with the tip of your fingers, start a business in the same day. Have clients even in the same day. So we're at a time where if we take the time and devote to learning how to utilize these tools the right way, we really could make a lot of change in our businesses and with our revenue. Code word was the right way. And you have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired in order to get it. Look, if you guys haven't grabbed my free gift yet, bit.ly/Fatal Flaws 18. Fatal Flaws 18. I'm going to give you the 19 fatal flaws that you're making in your business. And what I want you to do is take those 19 fatal flaws and compare them against your business right now. And then once we talk again, give me a number from 0 to 19. But as it relates to today's topic, 5 reasons you're not even making five figures. How many of you don't have a plan, don't have a target, don't have a marketing schedule, don't have a profit plan, and are guilty of over promoting or under promoting? And that's a lot of people. You're guilty of over promoting or under promoting. That's a lot of people. And if you're ready to change that, go grab the free gift, bit.ly/Fatal Flaws 18. It's going to come to you immediately. Guys, don't miss out on this free offer. I'm not going to leave it out there forever. So grab yours. The last time I said that, and when I picked stuff up, folks was mad at me. Grab yours now. bit.ly/Fatal Flaws 18. If you're in UCU or on my mailing list, you already got it. If you're in UCU, I'm going to have them put it in your groups, okay? bit.ly/Fatal Flaws 18. We'll be back later to talk about